you all know that this is going to be Team Requiem, the returning champions, versus one of the probably the underdog teams of the first season and the second season. So this is probably very heavily in the favor of Requiem. However, Chimones have gotten new rosters, they have new players, and they have been practicing a lot. So we'll see what they can do. But I do want to let everyone know, this is Nutrinx's first time casting, so please don't hate on him too much. I'm going to be trying to do the play-by-play as best I can. I'm normally a color caster, I'm normally the analyst, so I don't generally do play-by-play. But I'm going to do my damn best to make it as perfect as humanly possible. Nutrinx is going to be taking over color.
Let's go.
So don't hate on Nutrinx too much, other than his bad league plays. You can hate on him there and on the Rift, but don't hate on him now. You can just hate on me, because I'm a shitty play-by-play. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to try to take over the play-by-play. I'm normally an analyst, but we're going to do our best. So, picks and bans, we're in the bans. What do we think, buddy?
So I'm liking the Eloy ban because B Camp is a very strong Eloy.
Eloy?
Yeah, Eloy.
Eloy. Is that how you pronounce the name?
I don't like... I mean, that's how I pronounce the name. But I
Eloy.
also say Lucian.
Oh.
So...
Fair. Okay. Yeah, I do know that B Camp likes to play.
Dr. Mundo. The Dr. Mundo, I don't like that ban.
You don't think so?
I don't think he's ban worthy right now. And then the Jin, oof.
Yeah.
Close to my heart, baby.
I know that Chiming Chimones, I think that's how you pronounce it. Dominate's playing the game right now, bruh. I can't help it. Either way, I know Bacon has been playing a lot of Jin. He likes that champion, so pretty standard ban there. I don't necessarily understand the Gragas ban. It might be his target. But I know Graves is incredibly powerful. I know Lowy's incredibly powerful. Very big target bans in the Lowy, and specifically the Lee Sin. So, interesting choice there. But Azira, first pick from the Blues, from CC. Very confusing.
So hard. That's Azira bot. He's gonna have a rough time.
I assume so. I can only imagine it's a Zyra bot. I don't think I've seen a Zyra laner in a long time.
Oh.
So
You never know.
yeah.
This is golden under.
I don't. Nah, Star Sketch is a Lux player. So unless it's a top Zyra jungle Jax, I highly doubt that. Again, anything's possible, but I really don't. I just don't think that's possible.
I don't like the Jinx pick. If they do go with that, I feel like he's just gonna get insta popped in team fights.
Yeah, it's possible. Lux
Unless
has a
they
lot of
pick
damage.
Unless they pick strong peel other than the Morgana, I feel like he's just not gonna be able to do much.
Your mic keeps going in and out, Nutrinx. I don't know if that's.
Oh. Well, someone said it was too loud in chat, so like I.
I can turn you down
back.
here. No, I'll turn you down, but anyways. Yeah, a lot of... You got the wave clear from the Victor, you have the late game hyper carry damage from the Jinx, but there's no real safety for it other than the Morgana, the Black Shield potential. We'll see what the top laner is gonna get the counter.
Olaf.
Yeah.
That's really bad for Requiem.
We'll see.
He's just gonna run all over Victor and Jinx, like later in the game.
Yeah, there's not gonna be too much. You could go with a top Lulu here. Oh,
they could.
But
Lulu and Olaf do.
I mean,
but I like the Victor pick. The Victor pick's really, really nice.
At this point, they need the safety, right? There's nothing really protecting them.
Malphite would be pretty good top.
Gnar is possible too. B Camp's gonna be playing Gnar, it looks like. So
Gnar's good. Gnar's good.
That's a good team fight coming out of there. So, is it gonna be a Jax jungle? It is. I absolutely hate Jax jungle. I just think it's, you know, the devil incarnate. That's my personal opinion of it. But let's see how effective it is. I think based on the team fight, what do you think is going to happen from these teams? Where do you think the win's going to go, Nutrinx?
I think it's going to go to Requiem just because of how they've performed in the seasons of past.
Yeah.
but
if
I had to give it solely on team comps, I'd give it to Chiming.
Okay, that was my next question. If it was just the team comps, who would win? I would agree with you, but like you said, based on these teams, I definitely think Requiem have it in the bag. There's no real question about the favorite here, I guess. Gnar into Olaf, pretty standard. Jack's jungle is the only lane where I'm really, or not necessarily lane, but the only matchup where I'm kind of questioning how it's going to go. Is he going to go the Devourer, I assume is what he's going to go for. I've seen a lot of Jack's jungles, yes. So we'll see how he's going to do against the Rek'Sai. Olaf being really the only technical front line, I guess you could say, that CC has. So whereas Requiem has the Rek'Sai, has the Gnar. They have the wave clear and the Victor, so...
I think that Painless, if he gets Gnar ahead early, he can just destroy Olaf. But because Olaf doesn't have flash. So if Painless can get some nice early ganks on the Olaf, it'd be good.
Well, I'll see where they turn their attention. I would assume it would be towards the top lane, just because that's the kind of matchup you would be looking towards if you were a jungler, so it's possible. But this Zyra pick from Zhao, I am incredibly confused, because this is not season 2, mainly. Zyra is just very, very... When you think of a squishy champion, you think Zyra, That's the first champion that comes to my mind. She gets bound up by Morgana. Jinx is going to tear her apart. So I'm a little worried. And she also has Ignite instead of Exhaust. So another thing to think about in the bot side. Now,
again, if Zyra does get binded, Ez can't really return that much damage on Jinx.
Yeah.
Because he's Ezreal and he doesn't, Jinx out damages him early unless he lands his Qs.
Mm-hmm.
So if they play that right, they should have the edge.
Well, just focus the Zyra at that point, in all honesty. Ezreal really doesn't have the burst or the damage to keep up with a Jinx, like you said, so they could probably just really punish this Zyra pick if she doesn't position herself properly. And if this Morgana is on point with her bindings, which if I remember correctly, Awesome Bill was very good at landing his skill shots last season, so we'll see how well he does with the dark bindings. But these lanes, pretty standard, pretty, average, not too much of interest here other than the teleport on Victor. So I like the teleport a lot because it gives the wave clear potential. It gives the I can be here to clear waves, because I guess Jinx does also clear waves, but she needs to be present farming. So
I like the teleport also because Lux is gonna be shoving Victor in early, pre-6, if Victor doesn't get a back, extremely early. So if she tries to roam, he can match it with the teleport.
Yeah. So we'll get to see what it is. And now we're... League of Legends is not responding, so the best part, I have to reload the game. No! Why did I do that? Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
Oh, shoot. That's not good.
Shit. Are you in the game? Oh, shit. Oh, boy. This isn't good. Oh, boy. Hold on a second, guys. I'll get there in a second. Spectate game. Oh, my God. Do I have my sound on very quiet? Or you? Oh, you're listening to the stream. That's what I'm hearing. Okay. There we go. We're getting there, guys. I'll get there.
I have the stream muted, yeah. So
we're getting there in the end, boys. Now, we might have to match up our times now because I just did that.
Okay.
But,
it's okay.
Well. Clicking the wrong buttons all the time. For
so
some
we
reason.
can see that the only people that have mastery on Chiming Chimones is the Lux.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know how worrying that should be.
It's a worrying trend for CC. Alright, there we go. I'm in the game. Are you in the game?
Yeah, I'm at 5 seconds.
Alright, cool. Me too.
7.
Alright, that is actually a big worry for me with the masteries, just because generally in the lower elos, what I find is you have to really, really, really work on a champion to understand its intricacies. And not having level 4 mastery is kind of just like saying you haven't put as much time in on this champion as you should. So that's why I really hate this Jax jungle. I just dislike Jax jungle. I don't think it's a good jungle pick. He's got nice clear. He has really nice stacks with the Devour. With that, he's nice clear and everything. So, but other than that, I just feel like he's so much better in lane with a TP. You know?
Yeah, I can see what you're saying. Although, like Jax later with the, he can jump, get like an auto, then a W, then another auto, and oof. Let's just say if you're an ADC, you're gonna feel the pain.
Yeah, you're gonna feel the pain, all right. And now they're spamming left, like the goodies.
I don't like what Requiem did. They went and tried to invade the bot side jungle, but they left like no. They only warded the top side. So if you're gonna go ahead and walk up basically into the bush behind the red, you might as well drop a couple of wards.
Yeah, kind of strange pathing from them to not do that. That's generally what you want to try for, isn't it? Yep, standard starts. Not too much. Jack's gonna start clearing the Krugs. He started his counter strike, so not too much of a variation here. Clear speed should be a little bit behind Rek'Sai's, if anything, I think so. Actually, it looks like Jax has 3 farms, so he must have cleared a ward. So, interesting. Huh. Advantage CC! Aha!
Easy peasy.
Easy peasy, boys. Just like that. Yeah. Rek'Sai has a slow clear, or a quicker clear than Jax, at least ever so slightly, so.
I think that Painless should focus on the top lane, like I said earlier.
Yeah.
Because if he does get this Olaf, or the Snar head against the Olaf, that will be very, very good for them.
That's what we were talking about. And then Bacon walked into the second one. Ooh, very worrying right there for Zyra. But the snare lands as well. Black Shield goes down a little bit late, keeps a little bit of damage off it, but Zyra having to chug her pots on her last one now. Big trading coming from the bot lane of Requiem. Nar's about to mega out. Gets the percent health damage. Gets the stun on the Cow Lord. Lots of damage goes down. Rek'Sai's coming in from the backside. Gets the Predator Missile. Ghost popped by Cow Lord. Flash in from Rek'Sai. Doesn't get it.
He misses the flash.
Oh.
That's unfortunate.
Overall, a flash for a Ghost up on the top side. Rek'Sai no longer has his flash. Jackson, Rek'Sai meet each other a little bit, say hi, and clear some wards, but other than that, not too much coming of it. See, there's the focus on the top side. Yeah. Like you were saying, get that Gnar ahead of the Olaf, but Olaf only spent his Ghost, and now Jax is up on the top side, gets the jump onto Gnar, lots of damage, but he jumps out, and he should be fine. Now trading in the bot side, throwing some rockets back to Bacon. Overall, Jinx has a lot more farm. The snare lands onto Morgana. Those plants do a lot more damage than expected. And Morgana's down to half health and two crystals. Or 2 health pots, rather. Biscuits. That's what I'm thinking. Biscuits! Holy cow.
Like, Zyra may be super squishy, but as a bot lane support, she probably does the most if she hits her stuff.
Yeah, with the damage and the snares and all of that stuff. She has a lot of damage in her kit if she does land it. It is very visible and easy to dodge, so as long as Navajo and Austin Bill stay safe, they should be, pretty easily dodgeable. Jinx has a 21 CS up on this Ezreal, so pretty big lead there. Big discrepancy.
She's missed only one. That's really, really good for Jinx.
Yeah. Thunderlord's proc onto Ezreal from the Morgana. Gets that money into pocket. Big money.
They need to be careful though, because they're shoving in really hard, and Jax has good ganks.
Yeah,
especially with a Zyra follow-up.
See, Boomerang lands onto Olaf, gets the slow, gets the third proc, % health damage, gets hyper. He's gonna mega out relatively soon, gets the boomerang, and he should not be going in on this. He's gonna mega out and farm some more. Binding on the Zyra as Jax comes in. The Chompers go on. Flash over from Zyra. Flash from Jinx as well. The response Counter-Strike onto Morgana. Flashes away. No follow-up there. The binding onto Jax keeps him away. Rek'Sai comes in. Predator Missile comes out. Flash and heal are popped by the Ezreal. Now Rek'Sai gets the knock up onto Ezreal Morgana. First blood goes to Jinx, ADC Navajo. And now Ezreal's forced to run away as a double kill comes in for Jinx. And is that a third kill as he jumps away? And no, it will not be. So double kill for this Jinx on Requiem is not who you want to give it to, especially who's already 30 CS up on her laner.
That was a really good start by Chimones with the gank. Like I said, they were overextended and it was easy. Although they didn't have any wards in the river. Before Rek'Sai should have ganked, he should have dropped a ward by the entrance to Dragon so they could see a counter gank if it came.
Yeah, not too much happening there, but still up in the top lane, Nara's going to get that 3rd% health damage, gets the Mega Bar. He doesn't want to go in on it, but he will be clearing minions easy peasy, get that gold. And now he's up about 12 CS over the Olaf, so farm leads all over the place for Requiem, and double kill for Jinx means she has a BF sword to Ezreal's longsword.
I guess Ezreal's not going blue build this game.
Yeah,
which is good because he's probably not gonna ever be able to get all the items if his lane keeps going this way.
Yeah, he's going for that Triforce, I assume, looking for the Phage, interestingly enough. So, still very far down in CS. You can see Jax, Rek'Sai clearing out their jungle, pretty much mirroring each other right now. Going to do the same thing. Will end up on the top side relatively soon. Is not too much action happening right now. A little bit of ward clearing from Bacon and Zhao. Binding lands onto Victor. Does not get the poke. The bouncing from B-Camp goes in. He's going to get the 3 hyper procs. Going to get hyper, run really quickly, get some more damage. Flash in, Gnarl's been into the wall. The Olaf ult saves him just at the last minute as B-Camp misses the house. That was huge, and it cost B-Camp his flash too, so really unfortunate for B-Camp missing that house right there. Pings overall, all over the place.
Jinx has extended her CS lead by a pretty big margin.
Yeah, this...
They're gonna have to do something about the spot lane, or this game's not gonna go well for them.
Yeah, you can see the skill differences here. Chompers do not connect for Zhao's relief right there. Level 4 to level 6. Very scary thing, as Ezreal is level 5 too. Jinx is level 6 now, so clearing out that pink ward. The binding lands onto Ezreal. Lots of damage. Rocket's doing all the AP, or all the AD AoE. The Jinx Super Mega Death Rocket's gonna get both kills. This is the slaughter in the bot lane.
Oh yeah, this is definitely not good for Chimones.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to like hope Olaf can just destroy her later.
We'll see. Olaf is pretty even in farm with Gnar, so not too much loss there. Gnar did cost his flash and whatnot. Rek'Sai gets the stun on from Jax, flashes away. Olaf pops, goes to try and continue the chase, does not see Victor on there. Lux laser's just gonna barely miss. Gravity Field's gonna keep Lux in place with the Chaos Storm, whittles her away. Olaf goes on to the Victor, does not have the Ghost anymore. Overall, ultimate trade, Lux taking a very dangerous path back. The binding lands, flash from Lux, not necessarily needed, but Rek'Sai incredibly low, trying to clear out his Raptors. A lot of action and no real kills happening here, as Olaf's getting back to his lane to farm just in time.
But even though there aren't any kills going over, you can clearly see that Requiem is just taking a hold of this game. The pressure is overwhelmingly in their favor.
Yeah, they're just outlaning their opponents in all honesty. The out-farming on Jinx, out-farming on Victor, out-farming on Gnar. Probably the closest matchup, surprisingly, would be the top lane, and even that's still a pretty hefty CS lead for Gnar. So, not looking too good for Chimones. Gnar's gonna get hyper again. Olaf's gonna throw the axe, get the slow, but he's taking a lot of damage from just trying to farm. That one rocket takes out an entire wave. Wow. Gnar goes in.
Jinx is going.
Misses, doesn't get the ultimate because of Olaf's ultimate. Oh man, Olaf is playing with fire right now. Holy cow.
Yeah, he was gonna get out fine.
That was insane. If Olaf didn't pop his ultimate right there, he was dead. He should be fine. Gnar doesn't have Mega Form as long as he stays away from them boomerangs.
Yeah, Gnar's gonna kill him.
Oh no! You're running the wrong way. You should have just stayed under tower. The slow from the axe gonna try to execute, it looks like, or go for a cheeky run around the base. Jax is coming up from the side here. Rift Herald. Jax sees him. He's got the Counter-Strike ready. Stuns up the Gnar. Oh, and the axe gets the kill on the B-Camp. Wow. Risky maneuver there from Cowlord's going to pick up the first kill for Chiming Chimones right there. Now, small gold lead for him.
Requiem can dive their bot lane.
Yeah, just the
Rek'Sai is coming down here.
ADC and Morgana, and Rek'Sai is going to get into that bush. He's not actually going into that bush, surprisingly. Yeah, he's afraid it may be warded or the minions might see him, but as it goes down, he does move forward into that next lane brush. Laser's going to pop Lux a little bit of damage, and now Morgana's kind of baiting this snare, it looks like. It doesn't look like Chiming Chimones want it. Try to get a little poke from the Ezreal, not too much going to happen here. Rek'Sai is still waiting.
Jax is down here for the counter gank, so...
If he does make it happen, both junglers in the bot lane waiting. Red buff on Jax. Jump in from Rek'Sai. Arcane shift away from Ezreal means, no, we're not going to get ganked this time. Good reaction from Bacon to stay safe there. As Lux taking a lot of damage in the mid lane from the lasers as well. Oh, the binding lands onto Jinx. Big ultimate there. Bacon Nose goes hard onto him, but Jax gets hit up by the Chompas, means he's going to get out for free. Easy peasy. Morgana's incredibly low, but she should be fine as Jinx can pretty much 1v3 at this point.
Yeah, Jinx is so far ahead right now that if they sent people by, her and Morgana could just kill them pretty easily.
Ooh, that binding almost hit Bacon. Oh, that was really scary for Bacon. Had that hit, he would have been a dead Ezreal right there. Up over 60 CS against the lane opponent, and about, I think, 2,500 gold at least about difference in that mid lane. So, yeah. Binding on to Zyra lands. The rockets go out. Jinx does have her ultimate if she thinks it's needed. She's going to hold on to it for a little bit more poke now, so... This is probably the biggest skill discrepancy we've ever seen.
Oh yes, this is a very, very much of a worrying trend for
CC.
Current heal.
Yeah, I guess he didn't think he'd get out of that. The ultimate from Ezreal trying to find the Morgana does not get the kill. And now he's just forced to still sit here and farm. Only has that Phage to the BF and Caulfield's Warhammer of Jinx, so...
Now, look at the ward coverage bot lane. Like, they are protecting Jinx with pretty much all their resources.
Yeah.
There's no possible way she can get ganked right now.
There's no reason for Jinx to worry. She can continue to stay up, forward, and safe for the entirety of this game if she wants to right now. She's just going to keep exponentially expanding her lead right now. Oh, she's going to throw the rocket out. It's going to hit Ezreal. Going to body block it. That means he's probably going to have to back. He has no mana and half a health pool. Jax gets spotted out, cheekily invading Rek'Sai. Does not get the knock up yet. Rek'Sai has a red buff. Olaf is coming, throws the X, gets the slow, gets the true damage. Olaf pops the ultimate. Lux finds Victor on the backside, jumps onto him with the Jax stun. Counter-strike. Challenging Smite goes down. Rek'Sai gets hit up, goes through the tunnel, stays safe. As Morgana roams up, the binding lands onto Jax. Ultimate goes down. And it's going to get the stun onto him as Victor's going to pick up the kill. Olaf is in a very awkward position at this point. Has no summoners, has no ultimate, and he's just going to go down to Rek'Sai of all people with the knock-up red buff. So, nothing.
Yeah, that was very bad for Chimrones. Like, it looked like they had a catch, but the Morgana roam, and then Lux had been chunked by Victor previously.
Yep.
So...
had Jax continued on the Rek'Sai, they probably could have picked up the kill rather than him swapping to Victor, but oh well, too little, too late. Now about 5,000, 6,000 gold lead for Requiem at this point, so.
And Jinx is just bot lane free farming.
Yeah, pushing this Ezreal in, really not having to worry about anything. She's got her Zeal, she's got her BF Sword, got her Warhammer, and Ezreal only has the Phage Sheen, and he has to back off knowing that Morgana is in that bush as well.
This tower is going to go down if they want it to.
Yeah. It looks like they want it to. They want to get the global gold there. I feel like Jinx doesn't really need much more of an advantage at this point in the game. Can just tank 2 tower shots and take the damage from Ezreal's overstaying. They get the slow onto the zap. Here comes the rocket. Zyra's going to get the stun with the snare. All's going to be enough. The Ignite gets the kill onto the Fed Jinx, but not after taking Ezreal. Luck's going to get cut out by the Gnar. The Boomerang's going to miss, but one more auto is going to secure that. So, yeah, they lost 2 people, but they killed the 5-kill Jinx, I suppose. Right? Gotta look on the bright side.
I mean, yeah, cup's half full, of course. Optimists are the greatest.
Yeah, optimists are I mean, in all honesty, Bacon should have backed off a lot sooner there, knowing that Jinx was just going to take that tower. There was no reason to stay up that far. Nothing to actually defend after that tower went down. As Requiem tried to take the first dragon of the game, Zyra taking so much damage just from the binding.
Honestly, I'm sad that they didn't get the dragon sooner with all the pressure they had bought.
Yeah. It was pretty much free dragons for about 5-10 minutes, huh? TP comes out from Olaf as well, so not too much happening here. Victor's gonna find Ezreal in the pit, burst him down immediately, and Olaf's the next target. The binding lands onto him. He pops the ultimate, and he gets out of that. So 2 kills to nothing right now as Jax on the backside trying to get the stun on Rek'Sai. He gets it. The auto attack, counter attack on Rek'Sai does a lot, but the rockets from Drinks are going all over the place, chasing down the Olaf. Now they're swapping targets to the Lux. Instant Singularity goes down. Jinx Super Mega Death Rocket goes down. The Gravity Field from Victor does all the work to lock down the 2 carries of Team Chiming Chimones. As that happens, Jinx picks up her 7th kill of the game, 17 minutes in.
Well, I think this is pretty much, you could probably call this GG.
Yeah,
at this point of the game.
I think so. At this point, Requiem pretty much have the game. This biggest skill discrepancy we've seen in a match thus far. Going to push probably the 2nd tower as well. Zyra just barely misses the dodge on the binding, throws out her snare, but it's not enough to keep her tower alive as Requiem now have a 10,000 gold lead at 18 minutes.
Yeah, this is very, very bad.
Yeah.
Now, we have to consider whether this is Requiem just being very, very good, or Chimones just needing a lot of stuff to work on.
I think it's probably a mixture of both, in all honesty. You can definitely see the biggest skill discrepancy in the bot lane of ADC Navajo versus Bacon Nose. A little bit of strength, though. I mean, honestly, Olaf versus Gnar has been a pretty good job staying safe. Pretty even farm, even kill distribution up there. So Olaf's done a very good job against the Gnar. Lux, a little bit behind in farm, has died twice. But Ezreal, definitely the you know, biggest differential
big weak
here.
Point.
Yeah.
The jungler, Jax, has done pretty well. He's had a couple of good ganks and good plays.
Yeah, just overstaying. I think it's just a lack of understanding the map. You know, not having a clear shot caller on a team can be detrimental, and it seems like that's exactly what's happening from Chiming Chimones, honestly. There's no real clear goal. There's no clear objective. No one's calling to say, do this, do that. And it's very jarring for a team when they don't have a clear direction.
They could actually just get Rift Herald, then go immediately, and get Baron, too. If they wanted to.
Oh, Jax got out of the Gnar ultimate, but gets taken out by the Victor Chaos Storm. Now Zyra's in an awkward position, does not have boots, and she is very slow as the house hits her. The Mega Death Rock is not needed as the Victor Pew Pew Laser takes out the support. Stun onto Olaf as Gnar goes into mini form, and Easy
get
peasy.
Baron.
Yeah, they could pick up Baron if they really wanted to, but Jinx has that Doom's Eve buff, and that's all they really need with that attack damage. They want to get that more global gold to take out the rest of the outer towers and possibly even top inhib if they keep this push up.
Yep.
Yeah. Essence Reaver and Runaan's are actually completed.
That binding
as well,
would have
so.
fit.
Yeah, that was scary. That's a quick tower. Jinx has Essence Reaver, Runaan's, and another BF sword. She is just a monster. Regardless of whatever kind of build she's going for, she's got the damage. And then that Victor laser chunks out 3 people of the Chimones. Holy Toledo, the damage with the rockets! Wow! And they need to get out of there. Flash.
Oh. Yeah, the Ezreal.
Everything blown from Ezreal. He goes down. Jax jumps in, gets a 3-man
nice.
stun, but not enough. B-Camp gets the kill onto nobody, actually, and Jax is going to go down. Chiming Chimones are pushing them back. Surprisingly enough, Ghost is popped by Olaf, chasing down the Victor, chasing down the Rek'Sai. Morgana's going to miss the binding on the backside. The axe is going to hit Rek'Sai again. He's going to tunnel. The gravity field is going to keep Olaf stunned up. He doesn't have an ultimate. All true damage goes down. He gets a payback kill onto Rek'Sai. Now Olaf's in an awkward place. The laser's going to take it before the binding does. And overall, probably one of the better fights the Chimones have done, as they did get a 3-for-3 at that point, right?
Mm-hmm. And see, this is just how good Chimones comp is. Like, the Jinx got, basically she was 3/4 health, and she just got insta-bursted. Like, before she could do anything. If she wasn't as far ahead as she was, and this was like an even gold game, that would have showcased like what Chimones could have done.
Well, that was a really big Jack stun initiation there, and then the Olaf diving of the backline. So overall, really, for the best thing you could say is the best engage they could possibly get happened there, and they got a 3-for-2. So overall, well done by the Chimones, but at this point, Jinx being 8 kills ahead, Victor being 6 kills, the gold lead being about 10k, 11k in Requiem's favor. They're doing the best they can to get gold and an advantage where they can get it. So, you know, Rek'Sai trading up with Olaf on the top side. Zyra gets knocked up as she becomes the next target, and she just goes immediately down after she pops the ultimate. And that plant's last bolt's not going to do too much.
They went to go ward Baron, and then they didn't even get any wards down. They got one. And that was placed by Zyra.
They went to ward Baron, and then they just overstayed to try and get the Scuttle Crab, and Victor showed up, and then Morgana showed up, and then Nar showed up, and it was just a big ol' cluster bomb for Chiming right there. So this is a question of how quickly can Requiem close out this game, honestly. There's no reason they should be losing towers. There's no reason they should be holding back. Honestly, this is how well do Requiem close out the game? Because they have such a gold lead, they could honestly push an end. There's no reason to really kind of pull this game out. Or draw it out, rather.
They could get Baron, then actually just end. That's all they have to do. And, like, even if they try to contest the Baron, they're tanky enough to, like, tank it and then still turn around and kill them.
Yeah. And Jinx is actually kind of split pushing with Morgana here. Zyra gets spotted out by a ward. Jinx is over there binding, does not connect as Lux, Ezreal, and Zyra make their way to the bot side. Just running, getting some deeper vision in there. Rek'Sai ults to the blue buff. Not too much action happening. The binding lands onto Ezreal. Holy cow, these bindings are on point. Victor picks up the blue buff.
She's performed very good this game.
Yeah, to say the least.
Their bot lane in general is just done really well.
Zap does not connect, and they're just going to keep pressuring this bot lane. Zyra's in a very awkward spot. The binding does not connect, but the Champas does so much damage with one auto attack. Jax does not get the counter strike. Olaf comes in onto the Jinx. The exhaust goes down, but he has his ultimate. Lots of damage still coming through. Gravity Field's going to pull him back in. Lux ultimate's going to take Jinx down as Jax going to pick it up. He goes in for the stun. Chaos Storm goes down onto Jax. He goes down, and now Rek'Sai's on the backside. Olaf has to run away. Nar's going to get hyper from one auto. No, he does not get it as the snare from Zyra keeps him safe. Rek'Sai keeps going into the autos, does not have any slow, as it looks like everyone from CC is going to get out relatively safe as they trade ADC Navajo Jinx for the Jax, which is a pretty good trade overall, but overall, Chiming Chimones have to give up this tower as there's no one who can contest it.
Ezreal's just so far behind that he actually just does no damage in fights. They're pretty much being solo carried by the Olaf and the Lux damage, and then the Jax just to clean up.
Yeah, at this point, the real damage coming from the Olaf, that true damage, all of the diving potential from the Jax is kind of keeping them in this game, and overextensions from Jinx is costing Requiem at least a little bit of gold, and not too much other than that, as all they really need to do is take Baron and take the game, so I don't know why they're really beating around the bush, per se.
They're just trying to play it super safe, showcase that, yes, we have a big gold lead, but we still are not going to throw.
I mean, trading a Jinx for a Jax, who is 8 kills ahead of the enemy laner, I feel like that's not the best way to show they're not going to throw. Granted, if they were really that great of a team, I feel like they shouldn't be letting Jinx get zeroed out like that, in all honesty. But
that is true.
Requiem is going to take the Baron, so not too much going here. Olaf goes in. He does not have Ghost. He does have his ultimate. Ezreal ultimate comes out, not too much. Olaf goes in, but immediately gets popped up by the damage as Chaos Storm takes out Zyra. Jax goes in a little late, trying to get the Jinx damage. Champa's not even going to be needed as the binding from Morgana goes down. Ezreal gets picked off on the backside, and now Rek'Sai knocks up the Lux. She does not have shield. She does not have much. She has her flash and her barrier. Super Mega Death Rocket from downtown is going to get the snipe. Easy peasy kill on Deluxe, and that's an ace for Requiem. And that's most likely the game.
Yes, I'd definitely say that's the game. They have a banner minion bot lane, a Jinx.
Oh my, that is a big cannon minion.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Like, they can just kill Chimerons under their tower.
Yeah, easily tearing that pair apart. Ultimate from Gnar goes down on Olaf, knocking him away. Zyra ultimate goes down, only hits Gnar and Rek'Sai, the two tanks not necessarily who you want to hit. And now Requiem back up to the mid tower where they have minions to take that tower as well. Excuse me. Easy peasy. Walk out after taking a Nexus tower and 2 inhib towers and an inhibitor. So big win for Requiem there. You're going to back out before it costs them too much, and I guess smarter from them instead of risking it all. Oh my, Zyra, be careful. Lux ult does pick up Victor though. Well,
solid.
A solid Lux laser. I'll give her that. Actually, nice snipe. Pretty well done. This Olaf and Jax are pretty much the only thing keeping Chimones in this game right now. Lux with some really nice lasers. She does have that damage. She's always going to be a threat with her Illumination proc. So, let's see. Jax finds Gnar in the jungle, but that's still a fed Gnar with a Baron buff there, Jax. He's going to get hyper. He's going to pop his Mega Form. Is he going to bounce in for it? Is he going to go for the Greed Flash from Jax? Goes through. Olaf pops the ultimate to try and chase down with the Ghost. Gets the damage onto Gnar as Rek'Sai and Jinx are here. This is not the fight you want. As Stun lands onto the Rek'Sai. Lux is on the backside getting popped by Jinx. Not too much happening. The Lux laser goes out, misses everything, and Olaf's left to his own devices. Flash show forward from the Jinx means she's going to get a double kill. Another team fight win for Requiem there. No vision from Chiming Chimones means easy team fight win, easy pick in the jungle, and that is going to be the second inhibitor of the game, and probably the game, as Olaf and Lux are both down for another 20 seconds. Super minions pouring into the base, baroned up minions at that, and 29 minutes, only 30-minute game. Chiming Chimones put up a fight, but not enough to carry their team, and like that, 29 minutes, 40 seconds into the game, Requiem takes their first game over the Chiming Chimones. So, well played.